IGN just dropped the top 100 video games of all time. Obviously, this is going to be subjective in some way. I don't know what they're using to rank this, but I thought it would be a discussion.
Your games list encompasses the best of the best throughout history, spanning generations of consoles,
There's so much
PCs,
bias
handhelds,
and so much.
and more.
It's
and
such an
since then, there have been
topic.
several games added to our top 100 have to measure up to a few key metrics: how great a game it was when it launched, how fun it is to still play today, and how much any given game reflects the best in its class. While past versions of this list have put a big emphasis on a game's impact,
that's definitely gonna take out a lot of games, because a lot of games that were really good at the time of their release are no longer. Some are not even playable, but they're not as good as they once were. Okay. The top 10. Oh, huh. That's kind of lame, but fine. Top 10. Why is it titled the top 100? What the hell am I looking at right now?
There's nothing else quite like Disco Elysium. Here's the premise. A body has been discovered.
Number 9. Half-Life 2. I don't mind this pick.
Half-Life 2 forever changed our expectations.
Half-Life 2 is definitely one of the most iconic games of all time.
Its richly imagined world and wonderfully paced
Half-Life
gameplay is a delight,
in VR
never
is
letting
one of
up
the
and
best
brimming
VR
with
games.
invention.
Yeah, Half-Life 2 was pretty good.
Create improvised weapons and solve basic but clever physics
It was pretty good,
and its importance can't be overstated.
And it was definitely the first of its kind.
Here, we're introduced to Alex Vance,
very
supporting
iconic
character with a rare warmth and intelligence. In short, it's a truly memorable piece of game design.
I don't mind this
Many
pick,
fantastic shooters have been released since Valve's Half-Life 2, but there's a reason the world has continued to hope for a Half-Life 3.
Number 8.
Ain't no such thing.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
A sprawling western that stands shoulder to shoulder with Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of gaming's greatest open-world achievements. Red Dead Redemption's most authentic and lived-in open world ever, with its most earnest storytelling to date, filling in the gaps with
was
an
a very
astonishing
fleshed out
array of
open
deep
world
systems and nearly endless
and it is a
emergent
really
gameplay
good
opportunities.
game. I don't know how to feel about this one. I don't think it's top 10. Probably not even close. Maybe top 30. It is a really good game, though, and I never played it. And there is a lot to do. I don't know. It is definitely one of the greater achievements in open world. But in all-time gaming, all-time games of all time,
and not just
in the all-time
brims of Red Dead 2's many beautiful
I don't know,
hats.
Chad. I don't know.
Speaking of hats,
it's definitely arguable that this is the best Mario game. Okay, whoa. Oh no. Oh no, 64. Okay. Makes a lot more sense.
Mario games
makes a lot more
synonymous
sense.
with fun
64
and
has lived on to this day.
Mario 64 is the best
the DS version was great,
latter.
and
it gathered the core
people still do
elements of
speed
Mario's
runs to this
best
day.
2D side-scrolling adventures and worked out how to translate
And 64
them into
is one of the most
groundbreaking
iconic
3D
games of all
world.
time. It changed
It was still
3D
recognizably
gaming
Mario.
forever.
He collected mushrooms and ran.
It was
and
one of
jumped
the
his way to
first of its
success,
kind.
but he was reassuringly familiar. The shift in perspective changed everything.
Absolutely.
What's even more impressive is that
I agree
Mario
with
did
this
not
one.
simply enter a new
This
dimension.
is probably up here.
With
What is this, number
he did
7?
it with style that few
I can see
games
that.
unburdened with such technical
makes sense,
challenges ever
This is the
achieved.
first one that
Mario
really makes sense.
64 might
Besides
now
Half-Life.
look a little blocky,
Half-Life
but
Alyx
it remains
and
bold
64.
and
I agree
brilliant
with both
too.
of these.
So created one that has
Nintendo
endured
is
the
so-
test of time and remains one of gaming's very best.
Nintendo
That's
has done
certainly
so
true
much
of a
for
number of
gaming.
entries on.
Mass Effect.
Where Mass Effect set the stage for a futuristic Milky Way, Mass Effect 2 let you explore and experience so much more of it.
See that in
As Commander Shepard, we traveled the
maybe
galaxy
top 10.
on the best recruitment
Maybe
trip
top
ever
20.
and experienced possibly one of the most heart-wrenching stories.
Mass Effect
but whether
was
or not the
definitely
game
huge.
ends in tears is entirely
It was
up to you.
definitely
As you
huge,
head out
so.
for a suicide mission, you'll meet some of the best written characters that feel
Yeah, the
original
story,
and have the power
absolutely.
to evoke Island Galaxy.
He's doing a good
Maximum
job of
loyalty
selling the
from my
games.
companions in Mass Effect 2 was not of its characters
Isn't there,
to incredible
aren't they making a
success,
new Mass
bringing the
Effect
sort of
sometime soon?
introspective character
And the
you
only
could.
thing about going
That's
back to
true
old
of how
games
other games have tackled
is, like,
the
while
genre
the game
staples
may
of
still
film
be
and
great,
television, but given them
and the story and
interactive
everything,
twists,
the
like the action
mechanics
blockbuster
are so
Uncharted
hard.
2 Among Thieves.
This is
that
what I was
layer of
just about to talk about.
interactivity and
Going
exploration
back
is
to
often given unique
Uncharted,
depth by almost every game on
I was
the
able to
list,
play
and
Uncharted
sometimes
1,
literally,
Uncharted 2,
like
and
exploring
Uncharted
the
3
beautiful
just fine.
bug-filled
I love those
labyrinth of
games.
Hollow
I
Knight's
played them
Underworld.
recently.
And speaking
But
of venturing
Uncharted
down
4,
into the dark recesses
it just feels
of an unknown world.
outdated
the next
by
game
like
on our
a
list
couple
is
of years,
perhaps the standard
and it
bearer
hurts.
for just that type of adventure.
Number 5, Super Metroid. This is a hot take.
Super Metroid's minimalistic
This has gotta be a
environmental
hot take.
storytelling set a bar way back in 1994 that we
Super
believe
Metroid
has
is
still
not
yet to be eclipsed.
that fun
The
to go
planet
back to
Zebes is
today.
atmospheric, oppressive, and extremely
And maybe like an
lethal.
updated
At first
version.
glance, there doesn't even appear closely. The
They recently
parasite-riddled
gave
dead soldier
Metroid fans
outside of
another
an early
2D
boss
Metroid,
room,
which is
the
good.
crashed, half-submerged alien
Finally.
spaceship that may or may not be haunted,
Waiting for
the
Metroid
techno
Prime
lair of the
on
space
Switch.
pirates hiding under your nose the entire game.
I think this is a hot
It's
take.
brilliant and confident.
Top
It doesn't explain to you
5?
what each new area is
Number
all
5?
about. It's all there
This is
for
a
you to figure
hot
out
take,
or
bro.
ignore. Super
Don't get
Metroid's
me wrong.
ability to consistently invite
All of the
and then
games on this
reward
list
that curiosity
are deserving
that makes
of
it one of the greatest video
some sort of
games
praise.
ever made. It's not just that there are secrets hidden everywhere, although there are.
Yeah, I guess
and
it
it's
is one of the
awesome.
best 2D
It's that the game
side-scrollers. Where's
teases you
Zelda
with
at?
Tantalizing
Where is
clues,
Zelda? With
items
the
always
picks that
just out
they've
of reach,
chosen so far,
an energy tank
I'm
embedded
waiting for
in a
Zelda.
seemingly impassable wall.
Zelda's
a pair
gotta
of
be
missiles
somewhere-
only obtainable
somewhere
from
above
collapsing
this.
blocks above, leaving you no idea of how to
The
get
thing
up
that's
there.
gonna hurt
just
though
with
is
the
they're gonna
knowledge
go
that
with Breath
you
of the
can
Wild
get
instead
up
of
there.
64.
Super Metroid is an
Instead of,
impeccable action
Ocarina of Time.
platformer. That's telling.
I'm thinking now, would I put
game design,
Breath of the Wild
and
over
gameplay.
Ocarina of
Our
Time?
top 100 list
I don't
has
think it
plenty of
deserves
modern
it, but like
selections on
there's
it,
definitely an
but
argument.
continue
But the
to
open
provide
world is
so
kind of
much
empty
enduring fun and
nowadays.
discovery.
Looking
Whether they
looking
be
back
other
at it.
Nintendo, the last
Yeah, where's
2D
Final
Final
Fantasy?
Fantasy,
Final Fantasy
FF6,
7?
that remains true
Hello?
of the next. It's certainly one of the best examples of how Nintendo defined gaming for decades to follow, while making games that are still so
Bro,
fun
he's
to play
selling
to
these
this
games
day.
like the marketing. God. A Link to the Past?
The Legend of Zelda and the Adventure
Ain't no
of
way.
Link laid the foundations for Link's quest,
This
but
is
it was
a
a link
hot
to the
take.
past that built the reign to the final showdown with Ganon and utilizing mastery of sword and bow.
It is great.
Exploration was
I played the
almost
version on
unheard of
Switch.
at the time.
It's
Its
a great
open
game.
landscape was opens of
But,
freedom
like,
and
this-
purpose
if
in your
this is-
quest to save Princess Zelda. This iteration of Hyrule was more than just a
I just
movement
can't
between
pick this
enemy-filled
over
screens. It encompassed
over
everything
Ocarina
an
of
immersive
Time.
experience.
Or even
A
Breath
vast
of the
open
Wild,
worlds
maybe.
that tease
So I'm
just beyond your
scared
reach,
that they're
begging
gonna
you to
put
come
two
back with
Zeldas in
new
the top
and
10 of all
inventive
time.
tools. Each zone,
Or
intimidating
if they
dark
don't,
world, was
they
brought to
don't
life
do it.
through a culmination
They
of
have to now.
details like a well
They love
solved
Nintendo here,
and the
but
ambient tunes
hey, man,
of Koji Kondo's
Nintendo
score.
haters.
This version
That
of
game, my
Hyrule,
boys.
more than any other before or
Straight
since,
Nintendo in
is
the
the
top
one
games
we
of all
most
time.
fell in love with.
By IGN. You can't argue with IGN. IGN knows best. IGN knows best.
Unsurprisingly, A Link to the Past isn't the only entry in the series to appear on our list.
Okay.
As The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is one of several adventures of Link.
They put
or
that
Zelda
lower?
for the confused to make it to
No
IGN's
way.
Top 100. And it's not the only series to be represented several times.
Chat, what do y'all
explain
think
why
is
we
one?
think
What?
the
Comment down
follow-up
below.
surpassed
What do you
both
think
the
is going to
first
be number
game
one?
and so
I
many
think they're going to
others
put Breath of the
earn
Wild
our number
just for the
3
meme.
spot.
Just for the meme. Portal 2.
Oh, good. There you are.
Portal undoubtedly came out of nowhere and shattered the mold. But Portal, an
So
impressive
I'm waiting for
package,
Portal in
it cranks
VR.
the dials up on just about
Is that
everything
coming
that
anytime
made the
soon? Like,
original
it
so
seems like the
special.
perfect game for
mind-bending
VR.
puzzles, the surprisingly dark story,
Dude, that would
and
be,
the
that would be
ridiculous humor
I don't
that
know if
balanced
VR
it
is
all
able to
out.
handle that
Each
yet,
piece
though.
of Ash
But they
to
could
build
they
a
could
sequel
run
that
Portal 2
actually
in VR.
surpassed
It's
and
not like
felt entirely fresh and
it's not like
completely
it's that
natural at the same
iconic. It didn't
time, while
create-
simultaneously and subtly using them to tie
It kinda
gameplay
stayed
mechanics
its own
into the
thing,
story.
you know? These
Patiently
other
waiting
games on the
until
list
its incredible finale to pay off
started,
those setups
you know,
with one of the
trends
weirdest,
with so
most
many other games.
spectacular visuals.
That's
We've
what I
seen
was
other
waiting to
games
hear.
like Half-Life Alyx
Half-Life
also
Alyx!
push the boundaries of first-person adventures,
Half-Life
while
Alyx is
others
so
like
fucking
Doom
good, chat.
cemented.
Don't say audit. No, we saw. Really? Okay, so they put this
Super
over...
Mario World is a relatively simple game to describe. It's to explore,
number
crammed
2.
with secrets. But what sets Super Mario World apart
I mean,
from other
you gotta
2D
keep in mind,
Mario
they're not
games
talking about
is
like
its irresistible
historically what are the
complexity.
best. We're talking about
Subsequent Super Mario games, like the
overall,
new
what
Super
is the
Mario
best
Bros.
games
series,
that you can go
simplified
back
the
to
overworld, trading
they're
Super
just
Mario
the best
World's
games.
cool hidden packs
I don't
and
think that's a hot
largely
take.
abandoned
I don't know if it's
Super
number
Mario
2.
World's
I don't mind
Plus,
the
they did away with
as much as I
Hyrule,
mind the
Capes
other
Rule,
ones.
Helicopter Hats, Drool.
Is this
Super
an
Mario
entirely
World is the
Nintendo
crescendo,
list?
low
Because
build and technology
number 1 is gonna
and
be
game
Breath of the
design that
Wild.
started with
Oh my
crescendo,
gosh, they're
featured a
trolling
cool
chat.
simulator.
Number 1 is going to be Breath of the Wild because they already showed Ocarina of Time. I can't believe they did that.
It's worth noting that Super Mario World topped our top 100 list for many years, only to be supplanted in this latest iteration. Universally recognizable.
It's Breath of the Wild.
Like
chat.
Super Mario World, our number 1 game
It's
is
Breath of the
all
Wild.
of those things.
Breath of the Wild is
Thought about
iconic and it is
games ever
historic.
since
It is
its
one of the
release. More so
probably
than other
the
classics
best,
on this
biggest
list that similarly delivered on
open
creating
world
some of gaming's
game
best
ever.
worlds,
It
like
started
the
a
Rapture
trend.
of BioShock,
The
Yarnum
open
of
world wasn't a
Bloodborne,
huge
or
thing
the
before Breath of
Continent
the Wild
Witcher
came
3.
out.
Our last goes out into the wild for a breath of fresh air that reconceptualized
Into the Wild,
its
yep.
franchise. And
Oh
if
my
you still
God,
couldn't
it's
get it
actually
after
Breath
that
of the
heavy-handed
Wild.
pun,
Wait
here
a
comes
second.
IGN's number 1
It's
game
actually
of
Breath of the
all
Wild.
time.
No way. Oh my god. Shit. I ain't complaining. A lot of people will, but I ain't
The
gonna complain.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the
Breath of the
Wild,
Wild is
eschewed the
one of my
semi-linear
favorite games of all
borderline
time.
predictive Zelda games before
It's truly
it
iconic.
in favor of a bold,
These
crazy
are some
new
hot
approach.
takes, though, I feel like.
Let players do what they want, how
This
they
is true?
want, and in whatever
Yes,
order they decide.
open
By marrying an
this
open-ended
of being
approach to
able
quest
to complete
structure
the
with
game
the
in
ability
whatever
to freely
order you wanted
explore
to
a vast,
is so
beautiful,
iconic
intriguing world
and something
with
I've
little
only
specific
experienced with the
regulation.
game itself.
The 3D Zelda average
But
breakable
the
weapon
things
in
that
Breath
hold
of the
it
Wild.
back, like I feel like, you know, the world lacking and being too open in many areas, and there not being much to do after you complete
The result
the game.
is a gorgeous, freeing open world
Unless you
action
mod it,
adventure.
you know, I think that holds the game back a lot. Obviously, the second one, now the second one is going to be even better than that one. So
we ventured through redefinition of many major
IGN
gaming
is some
stalwarts
bold
and experienced revolutionary
IGN,
gameplay
I wonder
experiences
who,
throughout.
I wonder, was
We
this
hope
like
you've
a
enjoyed
team
this
effort?
peek at our all-time
Thank you,
list.
bro. What
of course,
the fuck?
whittling down a list like
Yeah, top 100 games of all time video, top 10. Like, come on, like, what the hell? What the hell, brother? These games have helped form entire childhoods. One of my favorite things about watching games evolve. That's absolutely my favorite thing about the era that we live in. We are able to see gaming, especially, but technology go from very simple and shitty to futuristic and virtual reality and metaverse and all of these things. It's my favorite thing about being born in the era that I was born into. That's gonna be it for me. Definitely comment down below. These are some hot takes, but they're gonna be the best games ever is always gonna be so subjective. But definitely leave a comment down below what you guys think is the best game of all time, or some of the best games. Do you guys agree with this list? Do you disagree with this list? Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more, and click the bell for new notifications for whenever I drop new videos. That's gonna be it for me, and I'm gone.